As with all new builds, we had to do some testing, and I discovered a problem. And this is a problem I've done probably once or twice since, I don't know, since starting the channel. So the last 5.5 years. Not a bad run if you ask me, but it's a pretty noobish mistake, one that I think even the best of us can make. And I'll just show you. If you look at the temperature right here, Nick, get in here close. I want you to see how fast the temperature is rising on this graphics card right here. It's actually not as bad as it was. It was rising all the way to like, oh geez, I don't know, it went all the way up to like 80 C in the first 10 seconds of running. I've actually got to improve a little bit. But here's the problem. This GPU right here is not, it's not put together right. Something is causing the block to push off a little bit. So it's not making great contact with the GPU. You can kind of see right here when I squeeze it, you see all that flex? That shouldn't be like that. That should be sitting nice and flush. What I'm gonna do right here, watch the temperature, Nick. Stay focused on the temp. So when I squeeze the block together, watch the temps come down. See, I'm squeezing it. See how it came down like 5 degrees, 6 degrees instantly? And when I let go, watch the temps climb. So what does that mean? Well, guys, that means that we have, unfortunately, I say we, it's all on me. I have to drain the loop, and I have to pull the GPUs out. And I have to take that GPU apart, figure out why it's not making good contact, and put it back together. So it's looking a lot like I just forgot to tighten these down. Look how, this is how loose that was. And this one's the same. Well, I should just tighten that one off camera. This one's the same. And that one's the same. What I tend to do is I sort of get everything in place, and then I start with these 4 and then work my way out when tightening down the card. It just seems like on this one, I forgot to do that. I'm still gonna take it apart and look at it. Probably reapply the thermal paste. Man, there's some shaky hands today. I'm a surgeon. This is my shooting hand. I'm still gonna take it apart and look though. I mean, like I said, it's 4 screws now to get the block off. So what's the difference at this point, right? Right. Because if I put this back in and it does the same thing again, and I'm like, God, just those screws off, then I would be super mad. I would be about as mad as Paul's Hardware. Well, it's got good spread now because I spreaded it already. But I guarantee the first time, like Nick saw it off camera, it was going up to like 80 C, just like in a few seconds. That's because it wasn't making any contact, I'm fairly certain. Until I started squishing, I think I just sort of forced it to touch a little bit. Okay, so we've had Heaven Benchmark running right now on loop, and we are sitting at 45 C on the first GPU and 43 C, well, it's warm right here, 43 C on the second GPU, running Heaven Benchmark with everything's maxed. Tessellation's maxed, the anti-aliasing is maxed, all the settings are maxed. I'm trying to pump as much heat into this loop for a couple of reasons. One, I want to see what its max temperature is going to be. And 2, just because I want to make sure that the fix worked, because I made that stupid dummy mistake of not tightening the block all the way. But whatever, even the best of us can make mistakes. But anyway, that is my system. It is mostly done. I just need to figure out the lighting. I want to put UV lights in here because the Cable Mod UV hybrid lights look phenomenal. They're bright, and the UV actually makes this loop just pop. It looks radioactive, it glows so much, and I definitely want that. And although the ASUS Aura lighting on both the Polaris fans from InWin and the Rampage motherboard look great, I want to front light that loop and make it really show. So I got to figure out how I want to do that, because obviously a tubular frame like this is not giving many mounting options for lighting and for it to actually look decent. So I got to figure that out. But one thing to kind of point out with temperatures here though, we're sitting here at 46 C and 44 C under load, overclocked to 2025 megahertz on Titan XPs on an overclocked 7900X running 4.5 gigahertz with the fans running at their slowest speed. So this is kind of like the worst case scenario in terms of temperatures. And man, you put your hand right here, ooh, it is warm. There's no doubt about it. So if I was to go in there and speed up the fans, which I can do obviously using the ASUS software, then I can get better temperatures, but I just want to see how bad it would be. Not even 50 C under this test, which has been running for over a half an hour. So definitely reach equilibrium on the Primo Chill View fluid, which is a brand new fluid, bright green, looks amazing. But anyway, this build wouldn't be possible without the help of my sponsors. So EK Water Blocks for sending me the water cooling gear, Singularity for sending me this amazing reservoir and pump combo, InWin for sending me the Polaris fans and the D-Frame 2.0. I'm a huge fan of these fans. That sounds so, look, a piece of dust. I am a huge fan of these fans. I know that sounds really silly. I wanted to do RGB. I wanted to control the fan color. And the problem with most fans is you've got wires upon wires coming off everywhere for that. But InWin actually daisy chains them. So I have one cable that has both power and RGB going to the first fan, which is this one right here, and it daisy chains to all 6 of them. So all 6 are being controlled off one cable. Man, that makes wire management absolutely amazing. So that's even besides the fact that they're amazing build quality with rubber standoffs and aluminum shrouds, and it just looks amazing. But that daisy chaining, yes, thank you for that. Oh my God, thank you for that. And it just uses an RGB header. It doesn't require like any other standalone boxes to do anything. Thank you. I also want to give a huge thank you to performance-pcs.com. Guys, links to all these companies are down below. They have always stepped in and helped me out when I forget something or I order something wrong, and they always straighten it out, and it seems to happen every single build. But guys, for your water cooling gear, definitely go and check it out. Everything you see here in terms of water cooling and customization is available from them. So definitely worth checking out. And of course, guys, Cable Mod. You guys remember how I showed you in the last update video how you can go in there and use their cable mod configurator to set up cables how you want them? Well, that's exactly what I did. They built them, they arrived in less than a week, and here they are now installed to my specs, my length, the colors I wanted, the color order, even these green screws right here, I ordered through them. That way we can add a little bit more green to the system. So if you really want to take your system to the next level, check out Cable Mod and check out their configurator. Pretty much every single major power supply is supported, even the InWin one. But guys, it's time to go. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this build series. This is my new personal rig. It means Skunkworks will be coming back to the studio, which is gonna kind of suck now because I'm gonna be like, I miss looking at the D-frame. Now I just gotta build 2 of every system now. That we have one for the studio, one for home, right? Why are you shaking your head no?
Because you're not gonna play all of them at once.
Don't have to. One's to look at, one's to play on.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I'm gonna go, and some of you guys are probably wondering, what about benchmarks? I barely got Windows and stuff installed on this. I'll probably do a benchmark video, but you guys are still waiting on the Threadripper benchmarks as well. And let's face it, it runs about as good as you expect 2 Titan XPs that are overclocked to run. And that's fast. That's really fast. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.